P. Diddy Combs, that's right. Sean Diddy Combs. It has not been a great year. Like this past year, not even just 2024, but even back in late 2023, it has not been a great time for Sean Diddy Combs. And you know what? Rightfully so. As now, finally, P. Diddy has actually officially been arrested. That's right, he actually got arrested yesterday in New York. Now, I didn't make a video about this yesterday because at the time when he first got arrested, we actually didn't know much about the details of the reasons why he got arrested. I mean, we can all kind of, pretty much like guess about what it was, but it wasn't like official yet. As if you guys don't know, earlier in the year, his entire house was actually raided by the police. I think it was the FBI as well. This was like an ongoing investigation for a long time against Diddy. And I ended up making a whole entire video about that. So I'm not going to get too much into the details about like what happened and all that kind of stuff. But there was a lot of things that started to come out about Diddy over those next couple weeks about how he was organizing a lot of parties at his house, and supposedly those parties were with underage people, and that also he was involved in some kind of human and sex trafficking. Also, he was drugging and essaying people as well. So that is what we were all guessing about what was going on when he got arrested. But today, it's officially come out. A lot of more details have come out. So I'm like, I definitely have to make a video about this. And I saw this all through Drama Alert as they were like, posting about it pretty regularly about the whole entire things. So this initially, like his federal indictment, as it's called, they were like all sealed about what he was being accused of, but is now officially been unsealed, and we know about what he's being accused of. So he's being accused of 3 things. 1, forcing and recording sex acts. 2, using his powers to abuse, coerce, and fulfill his sexual desires. And 3, sex trafficking and prostitution transportation. That, to me, you know what? Does not surprise me whatsoever, as like I said earlier in the year, and if you want to go watch my video on it, I highly recommend you do so if you don't know about anything that's been going on like this whole year when it's been dealt when it comes to P. Diddy. We're not surprised. I mean, everyone who's been keeping up with this story and has been heard about this, we're not surprised as well. The feds actually raided his entire house, and we actually know about what was found within his household. And I just want to say that this is like some of the things is that they found narcotics, lubricant, and 3 AR-15s. But the one that I want to highlight is that they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Like the lubricant, you know what? I'm kind of just like, hey, listen, he's a billionaire. He probably gets a lot of women. And he probably has, sexual, even if like all this stuff wasn't out, if we just knew this, I'd be like, but baby oil? Why do you need lubricant? I can kind of be like, okay, I see why. Man's probably a sex addict or whatever, but 1,000 bottles of baby oil? The hell do you need 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Just on that information alone, I know that man is guilty. What right, sane man has 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his house? What? Why? What the do you need 1,000 bottles of baby oil for? Like I said, the lubricant, I'm kind of like, that's a lot. But it's just like, you can see why, yeah, whatever. You can kind of get around it. But baby oil, just on that, guilty. Guilty, 100%. That man is guilty just from that. And whenever like a court case has been put against someone, they have to come out and say like how they plead to all these statements. And it was actually this that was put out on Twitter, and it says Combs sat stoically, showing no reaction on his face as U.S. magistrate judge read through the allegations. Combs stood to enter his plea, and when they asked him what he wanted to plead, he's actually pleading non-guilty. That's right. Diddy is claiming that he is going to plead not guilty to all of this. Sometimes it's actually better if you plead guilty to when you have so much accusations against you. And I'm thinking that someone as high profile as Diddy, that they have a lot, like you have to have a lot of stuff against this man, like a lot of hard evidence for you to like fully raid his house, arrest him, especially as someone as high profile as P. Diddy is, because you know that this is just going to get out to the whole entire world and everyone's going to know about this. So you want to be sure that you have as much information against him as possible. So him pleading guilty probably would have been better, but the fact fact that he's pleading non-guilty to all of this, I mean, I'm not really surprised. The guy is a bit of a psychopath, and I feel like he's extremely egotistical. Like, to me, his ego would have to be so huge. Like, his head would have to be 20 times the size of mine. And I have to admit, for someone who's just a bit of a degen on the internet, I have a bit of an ego. But Diddy's, I can't even imagine the ego that this man has. It's insane. Especially, like, he's got to know. He has to know that he's fucked. He has to know. There's no way that he doesn't think like, oh, man, I'm fucked here. His lawyers probably told him, hey, Diddy, it's probably just better to plead guilty to all this. And he's probably sitting there like, nah, we're pleading non-guilty. You guys, you're going to get out. And his lawyers are probably sitting there like this, like, oh, fuck. Oh, Diddy, no. No, it would have been better to plead not guilty to all of this. Like, oh, Diddy, just, oh, no. Oh, I mean, we're going to get paid, but God, oh, we're going to have to do a lot of work. I mean, they're probably happy that they're going to get like because they're going to get a big paycheck from all. You know damn well that his lawyers are going to get paid for this. So they're happy about that, but they're probably just like, this guy's an idiot. They're like, he's gonna lose. He's 100%. I don't see this man winning this case whatsoever. And it's actually come out too that he's actually been denied bail. That's right. P. Diddy, out of everyone, you'd think that, like I said, when it comes to someone as high profile as this man, usually a lot of people who are extremely rich and have a lot of pull like this guy does, a lot of the times they are actually given bail. So I'm actually kind of like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. No. Good, he should be denied bail. I'm just more surprised that he was denied bail. If anything, I thought that his bail would be put at like, I don't know, like 5 million. And then the dude's so wealthy. It's actually insane. He could literally, it's just like chump change to him. But I mean, maybe that's why, because he would just pay it anyways and get out on bail. And maybe he's such a menace to society that they were like, nah, we're denying this guy bail. Which, I mean, thank God, like I said, thank God, because he is. I'm just saying, like, Diddy, like, everyone's kind of known for a while now. Let's be honest. Before even this stuff came out, like, if you're on the internet a lot, you know a lot about, like, a decent amount about celebrities and all that kind of stuff, and you know about P. Diddy. I mean, I've listened to hip-hop since I was such a young kid. Like, you can't see it, but, like, at the bottom here, I've got, like, a massive CD collection, and a lot of, like, literally 90% of them are all hip-hop CDs. Some from, like, 80s, 90s, like, 2000s, 2010s. Like, I love hip hop, and I used to like watch a lot about, like, you know, people involved in the hip hop scene. And I've known for a while now that Diddy's just a weird dude. Like, he really is a weird guy. Like, he is 100% like a complete menace to society. Without a doubt. Like, no doubt about it. He's a menace to society. So thank God that he is being denied bail. Because he's one of those people where, like, it doesn't matter how wealthy he is. That's actually even worse. Like, he should not be allowed to roam free around this earth. Without a doubt. No way. This man should not be allowed to roam free. And one thing I saw as well is that there was this timeline of his allegations that was actually put out by Fox. Shout out to Fox for these allegations. But look at this. It goes all the way back from November last year when his ex actually sued him for sexual assault, rape, domestic violence, and sex trafficking. All the way back in November last year. So to be honest, I feel like this whole entire investigation against Diddy, I reckon that the feds kind of, like, there's no doubt about it. They've been watching this man since the 90s. Ever since Tupac and Biggie was shot dead, the feds have been eyeing this guy. And honestly, I reckon that they've just been sitting there waiting. Just waiting for something to come out about this man. And then when his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend or whatever it was sued him and probably had some, like, hard evidence, the feds were just like, thank God, we've been waiting for this for like 30 years, almost 30 years. We've been looking to get something out of this motherfucker. And they're like, finally we have. Hallelujah. And they're probably just like, put all the evidence, dumped it on the table, and they're just like, we got him. We 100% got him. But this timeline is actually nuts. Like, I remember, the video of him actually assaulting his ex. I remember I made a video about that back in May as well. That was insane. This whole entire timeline about Diddy, it is nuts. And I hope that he gets put, like, officially is guilty. I hope so. There's no way that this man can get away with this. If he does, if P. Diddy gets away with this whole entire the justice system is rigged. Without a goddamn doubt. Without a doubt, it's 100% rigged. But I would definitely like to hear what you guys have to think about all of this down below. That's going to be it for me. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.